Here, and this is video number 5 of the video 100 day challenge. Today's particular topic, I really want to talk about, I guess, social media and blogs, and I guess the advantages or disadvantages of having it or not having it, or what should you really focus on. And certainly, as a new person, if you, as I said, are just sort of new to online, some of these sort of platforms, I guess, can be a little bit daunting to try and I guess understand what's the best one to use for you and your business, or how to really sort of maximize that particular platform that's going to give you kind of the best results or the best traction for what you really want. I'm going to start off with, I guess, social media first. I guess it's probably the most prevalent thing that pretty much everyone on the planet uses at least one of these sort of platforms fairly regularly on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, the big ones are your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, and then there's a couple of other kind of like blog and reader type ones like your Tumblr and that type of thing. But definitely your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, I'd say, would definitely be the big four. And as I said, most people would definitely have at least one of those accounts, if not an account across all four. Now, as a new person, as I said, it can be really daunting to think that you need to have everything and you need to, have hundreds of thousands of millions of, viewers on all of them and stuff. And ultimately, if you can get to that point, like obviously over your career, then yes, that's just a different way that you can speak to people and different ways to sort of, put your message in front of, other people. But I think certainly as a beginner, if you're just sort of starting out online and you're just trying to find your feet and establish yourself, I think definitely pick one and really just get good at, forming a relationship on that one platform, building a presence on that one platform. And then once you sort of really understand how to leverage it and how to use it well, and you're obviously, getting some leads and you're getting feedback and you're getting engagement from that particular platform, then you can start to look to spread yourself to another platform that's obviously in line with what your business is, or in line with kind of what your business vision is, or what your ultimate sort of dream and vision is. So one thing that I did, and I'll be absolutely again hand on heart here. When I first sort of started, I had Facebook already, was using Facebook for my own sort of personal thing, so it made sense to get a fan page. But where I made a mistake was I really didn't know what my business was. I'm talking like first 3 months, even first 6 months, I didn't really quite know exactly what my business was and what that entailed. So when I went and got a Facebook page, I've probably had 10, 15 different Facebook pages over the last 2 years, just because I didn't really quite know what my business was and really how to market it. So I'd sort of open up a Facebook page, I'd sort of just start getting it going and trying to get some fans and get some interaction and stuff, and then I'd sort of go off on another tangent of this was a different sort of part of my business I really wanted to focus on. So therefore I'd kind of confuse myself and I created like another Facebook page totally for that. So if you're brand new, then I would say, as I say, definitely pick one platform. And I think Facebook is probably, the easiest, and also, I guess, the biggest in that, you can definitely start getting some traction on there quite quickly. And as I said, you probably can do probably a little bit more with a Facebook page than what you can with, say, Twitter, or YouTube, or Pinterest and stuff like that. But whatever it is, choose one. And as I said, choose the one that best aligns with what you do. So if you're more into like being an artist, or and having more graphics and stuff like that, then you might want to lean towards more like a Pinterest type sort of thing. If you obviously love doing videos, then YouTube might be the better case, just because you can just set up different channels with the different style of videos that you're doing and stuff like that. If you love more just letting people know what you're doing, and you're happy just to sort of send text messages and stuff, then obviously Twitter will probably be more better for what you do. And obviously sort of Facebook can cover kind of all three. Like it can, obviously you can post your videos or post YouTube videos on there. You can obviously send out your text messaging with posting and that type of thing with Facebook. And also you can put up pictures and photos and galleries, so it has that sort of Pinterest element to it as well. But as I said, Facebook obviously has the bigger audience, I believe. Obviously it's got over 1 billion people on there. But in saying that as well, you've got to also understand how to use it and understand who your market is, and who you're targeting. So my biggest thing with, after all that sort of talking just now, my biggest thing with social media is I would definitely sort of pick one and really get good at that, really build up, some engagement, build up some following, and then look to sort of branch out, maybe to another platform. So, as I said, in my case, I mean, I've got all four. I've got Facebook, I've got YouTube, Pinterest, and Twitter. I definitely use more Facebook every single day, and then I'd say probably my YouTube is a close second with the videos that I put up there. I do have Twitter, as I said. I've got a couple of hundred people that follow me, and I'm getting to about 1,000 different people that I actually follow. But my engagement on there is really, really low. I don't really tweet, things much every day, and I very rarely look at it. Again, that was just in a phase of thinking that I needed Twitter, but I actually haven't really used Twitter for what it's designed for. So hopefully I'll actually get back to that, later in my business model, when I know that, being on Twitter and using tweets can actually work as an advantage to me. The other thing I quickly want to talk about was blogs. Now, I'm a big believer in blogs, and definitely there's a difference between a blog and a website. A blog to me is more interchangeable in that, you can update it, you can keep it, quite current, and obviously you can get sort of more interaction. With a website, for me, is a bit more of a stagnant thing. It's a bit more of just a billboard type of thing where you just sort of have one message on there, and it never really changes unless you go in there and physically change it yourself. Whereas a blog is more, interpersonal, and definitely you can keep sort of changing the message, and obviously keep updating it and adding new blog posts every single day. But it also has that billboard element where you can just put some static pages up there if you want and stuff as well. But really, the advantage of what I see with a blog is that its message is perpetual. I mean, you look at the difference between like a Facebook or a Twitter, where you put a post up, and literally in a matter of minutes, in a matter of sort of half an hour, that tweet or that post could be off your newsfeed because you've had other things, sort of come up on top of it and obviously push it down the newsfeed. Whereas a blog post is perpetual. Like, you do a blog post, and you upload it, you publish it, whatever the case may be. It is out there. Like, it's out there forever and a day until you delete it or take down that site. So the good thing that I find with obviously blog posts is that you can do a post 6 months ago, you can do a post tomorrow, and in 6 months' time, someone can find something obviously related to your keywords, or maybe you link a video to it or something like that. People can always then come back to your blog post and find out so much more about what you've previously done, and obviously, what other things you have going on there. Where, a Facebook post or a tweet, it's kind of only there for that moment of time, and then something new comes on and pushes it down. So, for me, a blog, is a big part of my business in regards to always having things out there on the search engines that people can find, and then through finding those things, as I said, leads them back to your blog post and your actual sort of homepage, where they can then sort of discover, more things about you and other blog posts and videos and that type of thing. So I think it's really, really important when you're just starting out, to get a blog up and going. And again, it's something that, you can keep building on and maturing with over time. Whereas a Facebook and some of your social media, I think if you kind of get it wrong first up, it can be damaging to your image and damaging to, your business model. So definitely, I would say have a blog and get a blog. As I said, you can continue to just keep building on it, and people aren't really going to know whether it's, you just started your blog yesterday, or obviously you started it sort of 5 years ago. And also, as I said, your social media, I think just choose one platform, get really good at that before you expand onto the next one. Or, as I said, if you've got the finances and the budget there, you can obviously employ people, outsource people to look after your social media content. So therefore, if you want a couple of different platforms, if you've got a couple of different people looking after it, then it doesn't become time consuming on your end of the scale there. So that's it, guys. That's video number 5 about, as I said, social media and blogs, and I believe, what you should have in regards to that, especially when you're brand new. So that's video number 5 out of this 100-day video challenge, and look forward to speaking to you guys for video number 6. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.